And in the midst of all of that, we had some other folks that help us out. So they're going to speak to today. So we're going to ask our speakers. I see Sharif. Okay, you guys are online. All right, so we're going to start off with, we couldn't have done this first and foremost without the community, right? So it's very important that the community said, we want this space back. We want to activate a space that we know we can come together, that we can call our own. So where's Mr. Calvin Williams? On behalf of Strawberry Mansion, we're going to ask Mr. Calvin Williams to come up and say a few words. Come on, Calvin.
All praises to the ultimate source of the universe. Good morning, family.
Good morning.
It always gives me pleasure to be at a family reunion. Now, last night, early this morning, I was moved to make a few notes of the last 10 days of my lived life experience. The art of humanity. Thank you. We are born into a creative universe. We are blessed with 5 senses. We are all in search of a medium to express the gift of life. We are all artists by nature. We all pursue the arts on some level. Visual arts, performing arts, language arts, and the greatest art of all, the art of humanity. The art of humanity began my 10-day journey today. At 33rd and Oxford Street, Habitat Humanity opened and welcomed our new neighbors in Coltrane Commons. That was Friday. Language arts. Now, last night, my wife and I went to see The American Moor. It's a production that's at the Lantern Theater about an aged actor interviewing for the job of performing Othello. It was amazing. You must see that. An example of the visual arts is Thursday, was it? We were at the art museum for the opening of the Time Is Always Now art exhibits that's going to be coming here. It's amazing. You have to get there to see that. Also, the example this evening is of the performing arts is where we are today in the Coltrane's yard. Now, I want to tell you that 2 or 3 doors down is where we had the concerts. It's similar to this. It looks exactly like this, where the view of all the downtown and all the city from over there as the musicians played and we listened. It was wonderful. To see this space like this again is absolutely amazing. And to know that for the future, this space will have an opportunity for all of the neighbors and the neighborhoods and the children to find their means of expression, their medium, to be able to explore what it is and the gracious life that they've been given. I want to thank you all for being here, and we hope this space comes to do those things. And we love Strawberry Mansion, and we love you. Thank you all.
Alvin's our historian. All right, so like I said, this couldn't have been done without the help of so many folks. This started out with some money from the state Black Remediation Grant. So we have our State Senator Street. Come on up and you guys say some words. Welcome to the yard.
How you all doing today? Good. Giving honor to God. It is so great to be here. It has been said, and I won't repeat it, that we have to have spaces for folks to gather. Those are spaces in which communities built. Because community is not just the buildings, but it's the people that exist in it. It's all of us one-on-one, and we get to know each other in these spaces, and we get to pass on the traditions to our young people and the future generations. The other thing we have to do is we have to celebrate our history. It is said that people who forget their past are destined to repeat it. So we want to make sure we learn from our past so we can grow the things that we've done well. And certainly John Coltrane is one of those folks who came out of our community and accomplished so much. And while celebrating him, we lay out a role model for other people to know and young people to understand just who and what they can become. And so we do it for that reason. And we need to make investments in our community, because when we make those investments in our community, we strengthen it, we stabilize it. We want people to stay here and grow. It benefits our houses, our housing stock. It benefits all of us, because we want to have a place. We want this to be a place that we can enjoy. And so I am pleased and proud that the Commonwealth was able to be supportive of this space. I'm pleased and proud that we were able to grow communities. When we think about John Coltrane and the work that he did, he will inspire our musicians and our creative young people moving forward. I want to thank Council President Clark, who worked on this for years before I was even in office. I want to thank my father, former Mayor Street, Senator Kitchen, all those people who came before us, who invested in this community, because the work we do today is built on the work that they did. And so to my current partners in representing this community, Representative Harris, Councilman Young, and others, we have to keep up that tradition by investing in our community, making sure that we support great organizations like the Strawberry Mansion CDC that are doing work. You can cheer for Strawberry Mansion. Of bringing people together and celebrating our past and charting a course for a great future. So with that, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to get out the way, because we're going to hear some good music going forward, and we can continue to celebrate the legacy of John Coltrane and this great space. Thank you so much. God bless.
We're going to keep on with the state. Let's keep going with our state. So Keith is our new state rep, but Strawberry Mansion night. So thank you so much. We know we're going to need some support. So here you go. Welcome to the yard.
Thank you, Tanetta. Thank you for your labor of love, Tanetta, Tyrone, Lenora, Lawrence. We want to thank the Strawberry Mansion CDC and NAC for all their diligent work. We really appreciate y'all forever, just being a part of this community and making things work, along with our elected officials. Like you said, Council President Clark diligently worked on this project, our former Mayor John Street. But I just want to, like my state senator said, about some history. How did we get here? And then the gentleman did the libations for Haiti. What significance does Haiti play in our liberation in this country? Well, Haiti, the Governor General of Haiti at the time of 1743 to 1803 was Toussaint Louverture. Okay, so we want to remember that history that he played, and because there's no Nat Turner without Toussaint. I just want to say that. So the slave rebellions that came out of that movement in Haiti that beat the modern day Christian armies in Haiti at that time created the liberation movement in this country, and I just want to give a hand to Haiti. And we just came out of an election process. So some of us would say, or most of us would say, it didn't turn out our way. Well, let's say, why do we vote? Why do we vote? The United States Constitution was ratified in 1788, right? And a lot of wrangling went on prior to that of the War of Independence in Britain. And then out of that war came 75 years later in the War of Gettysburg. That was in 1863 from July 1st to 3rd. Why is that significant? If that war would have been lost to the Confederates, slavery would have continued another 100 years. Not just slavery for black people or the American Negro. It would have continued also for white servitude also in that 100 years. So So we need to know how we got here, why we get here. Now, the Voting Rights Act was crafted and passed in 1965. That's why we vote. So that's to tell young people, tell your children, tell your grandchildren, that's why we vote. We're in the fight, black and white. We've always been in this fight for the liberation of this country. Okay, so we have to know that. Now, John Coltrane. We honor God, John Coltrane. You know, it's a life, it takes us down many roads, right? So I was living down the street, on an apartment building down the street. I bought it from my lovely aunt years ago. I was living there rent-free. You know, you're talking about generational wealth. I own the building now, right? So, you know, just hold your properties. Okay. So Miss Mary, you know, she would be up there, and I would be walking around, going to the laundromat that the Andersons own, the Williams brothers, I say. I started engaging with this woman. And she was talking about John Coltrane was her cousin, and I didn't believe it at the time. You know, so but she kept it, she was tenacious, right? And we all know that. You know, and she, after a while, she got me calling Councilman Clark's office about John Coltrane house. You know, and Johnson, and Councilman said, I'm already on that. I'm like, okay, I did my part, Miss Mary. I called, we called him again. Right, so I did, and it was a wonderful journey with her, just to know her, just to sit with her, and now look at this. This is coming to fruition. May she rest in peace. Amen. So as a state legislator now of the 195th Legislative District, I'm honored to be serving the constituents of that district, and I will do all I can to support this project with 16, 17, 15, and 13 to bring this to fruition so it can be a lovely space for all. And thank you for being here, and let's support this project. God bless.
I should have had my notebook ready. I know I was going to get all that history. All right, come on, Councilman Young, come on up. Well, before our new councilman became a councilman, he was our lawyer pro bono on this case, so he believed in the mission as well. So here he goes, our Councilman Young. Welcome to the yard.
Thank you. And good afternoon, everyone. As mentioned, my name is Jeffrey Young. I am the new councilman for the 5th Council District. And as Tanetta mentioned, I believe this project from day one is why I wanted to be a part of it, to see what we can do to transform the gateway to this community. It's going through a bunch of phases, but with the support of the community, with the support of other elected officials, we'll continue to grow this space to make that vision come true. This is something that this community is needed here. Because we need open space. Open space provides us the opportunity to fellowship with one another. Open space allows us the opportunity to get to know one another. And this intergenerational space that was mentioned earlier allows the younger folks to get to know the history and the culture of their community, of what music is. Music brings together folks from different cultures, different backgrounds, different races, and we can join together, art in general, and we can join together to continue to be prosperous in our community. So, the spirit of John Coltrane, I think, lives in all of us. We have done so much in my new role in City Council, in this community, to honor John Coltrane, and we're going to continue to do that. I want to thank Tanetta. I want to thank the Strawberry Mansion CDC, all the board members who are here. So if you're on the board, can you raise your hand if you're on the board? Let's give the board a round of applause, please. Because these are not easy things to do, right? It is not easy to transform a space like this into something that